You okay?
Yeah. You know, that's one thing I like about you as a friend. Most people don't understand
Your desire to look presentable.
my need to like find perfection in my image. Like a lot of people don't like, they don't have the patience for it, and you're like, no, I totally expect it and get it. And
Well, yeah. I mean,
but a lot of people are just like, dude, come on, seriously, hurry up. And I'm like,
well, you gotta fucking, you're Hyde.
right.
I mean, it'd be different if you weren't Hyde. Like if you were just
It would be different.
some other dude.
That'd be very different.
I'd be like, that's not a you thing. That's a Hyde thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, stop.
And then they'd be like, who's Hyde? And I'd be like, oh, I forgot. It's just a figment of my imagination now. Because you're somebody else.
You live on a rock or under a rock?
No, but I get it. I mean, I'm not on that level. Like, I'm not quite the same way, but I do, like, I like to look presentable, look a certain way. Like, I have a hard time going out if I don't. Like, the whole sweatpants thing.
Yeah.
I can't do that. Like, people can leave the house just, like, looking like they rolled out of bed, and I can't do that.
Yeah, I've never been super comfortable. If I'm real lazy, you've seen it. If I'm real lazy, I'll just wear a pair of shorts.
Yeah, like basketball shorts or something, but...
Like, depending on where I'm going.
Yeah.
But, like, if I'm going, like, more
But even if we're doing that, even if you're wearing basketball shorts and, like, a fucking shirt that's got paint all over it, you still fucking do your hair.
Yeah, for
like,
sure. Yeah. It's very...
I don't know.
Very rare that I leave the house without my hair, like, at least down and...
Done.
Something.
Some way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm really bad about brushing it, though. I don't brush my hair that often. Like, I won't brush my hair to go out, I guess is what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, I'll let it be just kind of what it is. I don't really care.
I mean, you know.
I look in the mirror and I'm like, does this look good from the front? Fine. It's good for me. So.
Well, you got to be presentable, dude.
Yeah.
You gotta look at yourself and be like,
how do other people see me?
mm-hmm.
If I'm happy with it, then they should be.
Yeah. I personally believe that, like, taking pride in your self-image is, like, one of the steps to, like, having a productive day.
Yeah.
So, like...
A lot of people will say it's making your bed. Nah.
I mean, I still make my bed.
Sure, but
my room's a mess. So,
see, my room's not a mess, but I don't usually make my bed anymore.
Yeah.
Because I've got a comforter and a blanket. Like, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so it's like, throw it on there, you're good to go.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes I will, though.
It's weird. I make my bed, but my room's a mess.
Yeah.
And then I'll get into, like, moods where I'm just, like, cleaning my room is, like, therapeutic.
Yeah.
So I almost feel like subconsciously I, like, let my room get dirty just so that I have that moment where I'm like, I have to fucking clean my room. And then I clean my room and I feel good about myself.
Right.
You know?
See, I'm kind of the opposite. It's like, I'd rather just keep it clean.
I would rather keep it clean,
I don't
too.
have a lot of stuff in my room either, though. I've got a bed. I've got a TV.
Mm-hmm.
I've got that little stand under my TV with my PlayStation and stuff on it. And that is.
My desk accumulates a lot of shit.
Yes, it does.
Like,
mine does too, though.
Yeah, my desk accumulates a lot of stuff. And I don't really have, like, anywhere else to put most of that stuff. So I, like, pick it up and I'm like, where the fuck am I going to put this? And then I end up just putting it on a different part of my desk.
Yeah, you just move it from one spot to another. Yeah.
And then it's just an organized mess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, at least it's organized instead of unorganized.
I know where my stuff is, but if you touch my shit, I will lose it forever.
Yeah.
So, like, I saw this meme, and it was like, you ask your friend if they have a paper clip, and they're like, yeah, look at the left front leg of my computer desk, and there's, like, a paper clip on the ground next to it or something.
Yeah.
Like, I know where my shit is if you don't touch it, if you don't move it. Just leave my stuff where it is, and I'll be able to find it.
And then we're all good, and we're happy.
Yeah. And then I misplace something, and I lose my shit. If I can't find something, and I know that I saw it recently, I will lose my shit.
Yeah.
Mainly because when that typically happens to me, or when it happened in the past, it was like something really important, like my wallet. I would lose my wallet, and as soon as you buy a new wallet,
You find your other one.
you find your old one.
Like,
you replace everything.
I lose my wallet all the time.
Yeah.
And my keys.
See, that's why I need a bedside table.
Yeah.
So that I can put my buddy, when I got out of the military, he made me a everyday carry drop box thing, like a little wooden tray.
Okay.
So when you get home, it typically goes in, like, the front of the house by the front door. And then when you get home, you just take everything out and you put it in the tray, and then you know where it is.
All right.
So I need to get a little side table for my bed so I can put it on there, and then I won't lose stuff that goes in my pockets every day.
Yeah, I try to be really, like, aware of that stuff, but I'm not. I have this like, my closet. I've got a walk-in closet, and when you walk in there, on the left-hand side, you've got like the
Any
shelving.
closet is a walk-in closet, depending on the size of the person.
Very nice. So,
shut up, Matt.
Yeah. So when you walk into the closet on that first spot, I was keeping all my stuff there, and then it just became too much for
like
me
a junk shelf.
No, I was just like, that's where my keys and my wallet go. But then it just became too much to like put them there every day. I was just like, I don't like this. It's easier for me just to put them in like on the desk and just call it good. You know what I mean?
Well, so, I mean, as long as you get into a routine.
Yeah.
As long as you get into a routine. What, dude? Every time there's like an uncomfortable silence during this.
Who's uncomfortable?
I'm just saying, anytime there's a long pause or like a semi-awkward silence, Hyde does this. He goes, and then he looks right at me. He makes like a weird little mouth noise.
You know me?
And then he looks at me.
You don't know my life. You do know my life, actually. Ew.
You don't like...
You want to know what really drives me nuts? Like a huge pet peeve of mine. Ugh. And my dog does it all the time.
Is it the dry mouth noises? Like...
Yes. Oh my God, dude. Draven does that stuff at night. He'll be laying there, and I'll look at him and watch him and just like try to figure out what he's doing. But he'll be laying there and he'll just be like head against the floor, just staring blankly ahead of him and just going.
Just making mouth noises?
Yeah, and I'm just like, oh, I'm going to kill somebody. Like it just, dude, that sound puts, or like if you're eating and somebody's eating next to you and that's how they eat. Like,
oh, that and like when people, dad noises, a dad noise that drives me fucking nuts is sucking teeth. Like
that, yeah.
And
that actually just made me want steak right now.
Dad, you know why? You know why?
My dad does it
because your dad does it when he eats steak.
Yeah, true.
We were just at his dad's house and we had steak and he was sitting there and we were having a conversation and the entire conversation, like every 10, 15 seconds, just.
So was it driving you nuts?
You're subconsciously programmed.
Yeah, that's weird. Because I just, as you said that right now, I was like, steak. Ooh, steak. Steak sounds really good right now. Yeah. Doesn't it?
That's, what was it? There's a test where they'd ring a bell, the dogs. They'd ring a bell. Every time they'd ring a bell, they would feed the dog. And they did that over and over and over again. I can't remember the fucking name of it.
The Liberace test.
No, that's your shirt. Speaking of shirts, have you guys seen Hyde's new shirt?
It's fancy.
It's bitchin'. However, he looks like Liberace's ghost.
Yeah, you told me that yesterday. You're like, when I showed you the shirt, you're like, what'd you say? You're like, you're going to look like Liberace's ghost.
Yeah, dude. If you guys don't know who Liberace was, I believe he's passed. But Liberace was an opera singer who was just over the top, extravagant in every outfit that man ever put on. It was like sequins, diamonds, sparkles, glitter, all over the fucking place.
Alexa, is Liberace still alive?
Liberace died on February 4th, 1987.
Oh. Wow.
Way back. A while back.
67 years old. Palm Springs, California.
Damn.
Italian, yeah, I'm guessing.
I would imagine so, with a name like Liberace.
Yeah,
I feel like that's probably a stage name.
Could be.
But who knows? It's like Bokuwahyde. Stage name.
It is. Kind of.
I don't know. I refer to you as Hyde.
Right. But nobody refers to me as Bokuwahyde. Except for Darby. He calls me like Breakaway Hyde.
Breakaway Hyde?
Yeah. Because he can't.
Breakaway pants?
Yeah. I think because of our song Breakaway.
Maybe.
So he says Breakaway.
Would you ever wear breakaways?
I don't even know what that is.
It's the pants that have like the clips on the side so you could pull them off. You don't remember those?
Like buttons down the side?
Yeah. They're like the little snaps.
I feel like I can visualize.
They're like track pants.
Yeah.
And they're snaps all the way down. And you can grab them and just rip them off.
I'll do that on a podcast episode.
On the next one?
Probably not.
Damn.
I got to order some. Can I get them in purple?
I guarantee you could.
Sequins?
I would imagine that they probably don't manufacture them very much anymore.
Yeah, probably not.
We might have to take a trip out to like Goodwill or something.
Italy.
Italy.
We got to go to Liberace's mansion to find some.
Yeah. I don't know that he wore breakaways. I don't know that they were a thing in the 80s.
When was he like famous?
Like 60s through the 80s,
60s?
I think.
Okay. Yeah, I don't. Opera singer.
Because I mean, I looked him up to show you pictures of him, and there's
Yeah.
pictures of him in like black and white from like the 60s and 70s,
Yeah.
like early 70s.
Interesting. Fantastic.
Water.
It's good water.
It is good water.
It's the best water I've had all day. It's the only water I've had
I
all
was
day.
just about to say.
Yeah, I got up.
Today was an interesting day, though.
It was an interesting
We
day.
Hyde almost had to watch me get into a physical altercation when we went to go get your car washed.
With the tweaker.
Yeah, something.
He's a big guy.
He was a big
He was
dude.
a big guy. I would
He was
not.
he was a big boy.
Yeah, I would not have wanted to get
But-
into that.
I am not advocating for physical violence. However, I will say this. Everybody's knees break the same. Doesn't matter how big you are.
Okay. I don't know. I think mine are already broken.
Bokuwahyde and his jazz
club knees.
Jazz club knees.
That's right. Can't sneak
Jazz
up.
club knees.
The older I
That
get,
sounds like a dance move.
the older I get, the less able I am to sneak up on you and scare you.
Good. Good. I
I have a love for that.
hate it. I hate it.
That's the one thing.
Are
that
we
makes
just
us-
going to gloss over the fact that I almost had to fight somebody today?
No, we're gonna talk about that.
We are going to talk about
Yeah.
that. I hate it when you sneak up on me.
So this big guy.
Snuck up on Satanus.
No.
That's probably good.
Yeah. So this big guy walked up to the owner or one of the owners of the car
Yeah.
wash because I went to take my car to get washed today, and Satanus Sum came with me, and I had my back faced, so I didn't even realize what was going on.
I'm a people watcher. I
Yeah.
watch all the time. I pay attention to my surroundings. Like, I'm hyper aware of
I think
my surroundings.
part of me keeps my back facing that way when I go there because I know so many of the people there. I try to just like not get into conversations with
He's
people.
too famous. He
It's
tries
not-
to not. He
it's-
tries to
it
not
has
get
nothing-
recognized.
It has nothing to do with being
His
famous.
fandom is too large.
No, I just go in there a lot, so those people all know me, and I just like sometimes I just don't want to talk to people.
Yeah.
So I kind of keep my back turned that way, so if anybody sees me, they might just walk
You
by.
know what you could do?
Not go.
I was gonna say shave your head, but
Definitely not. I'd rather have a
People
conversation.
definitely wouldn't
yeah,
talk to you.
I'd rather, yeah, they'd be like,
what
oh,
the
this guy.
that guy? Are you feeling? They'd,
Hey,
everybody
you
would
okay?
come up to you. They'd talk to you even more. They're like, "Are you feeling
Yeah,
okay?
right? I'm like, God damn it.
What are you doing out of the hospital?"
So
So this guy, he goes up to the one of the owners of the car wash, and I guess his female compatriot,
Nope.
compatriot, companion,
Compadre.
companion, needed to use the bathroom and was denied, and he got really upset. Like
Comrade?
so much, so much so that he started getting like really aggressive and
Oh,
really
yeah.
loud.
And this guy was
He's wearing basketball shorts. He's sagging in basketball shorts.
He had basketball shorts around his knees,
Yeah.
and he was wearing boxers.
He had a pair of like dusty old Air Force Ones, and he was shirtless. And he, for all intents and purposes, he looked like he was a homeless guy.
Yeah.
And he accused the owner of being
Prejudice.
against transients because he didn't let them use his bathroom for what was pretty obvious, like drug use.
Yeah, for sure.
Which is
'Cause
unfortunate. Like
they were walking down the street. There was
Yeah.
many places they could have stopped.
and then he just decided to pick a fight because they couldn't use the bathroom.
Yeah, so he was just being. But yeah, I literally like at that point when I realized what was going on, I was all of a sudden uncomfortable with my back turned to it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I was like, okay, I'm gonna sit down and face this.
Yeah. Well, we were in close enough proximity that if it turned physical, that it probably would have ended up either in the doors of the
Restaurant.
place or on the table that we were sitting at
Yeah, 'cause,
outside.
I mean, we were
like right there.
we were closer to that situation than we are to these cameras
Yeah.
by a long shot.
Yeah.
So-
They were like
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah.
So I put my phone down and I was just watching. And I think as soon as I set my phone down, you turned around, and then I was just like sitting there waiting for it to get physical.
I noticed everybody around us kind of like looking our direction, so I was like, okay, something's definitely going on. I mean, it's not like I didn't hear what was going on. I just wasn't paying attention to what was going on, so I didn't realize until a few minutes later that there was actually like an altercation.
Well, and in situations like that, I feel like when other people get involved and like try to break it up, like that was one of those situations where if it became physical, 911 would like police response times wouldn't have done anything, you know. So it would have had to been something that would have had to.
Maybe they just needed a place to get jiggy with it. Yeah,
bump uglies.
Yeah,
20 toes, heels to Jesus, lay some pipe.
There you go. All of the above. You know, maybe that's
hide the pork sausage.
Yep. Yeah.
Beat up the ham wallet. There used to be a. Is there somebody at the door?
Doubt it. Sounded like it.
So maybe it is.
Doubt it.
I'm sure we could find other innuendos for sex.
Nah, nobody there. So you can see.
It's like dust particles or something.
Probably.
Set the sensor off. Somebody drove by too fast.
Could have been. I don't understand why it does that.
I don't know.
But
does it do it all the time or just low light?
Low light. Yeah. I don't think it's supposed to do that.
It might just be like overbleed of like the IR light up top.
IR Weasel.
Infrared lights.
IR Baboon.
Yes.
I Am Weasel. Remember that show?
Are you Weasel?
Yeah.
Your Weasel?
IR Weasel.
I've never seen that show.
I Am Weasel.
What is that show?
It was a cartoon.
I've never seen
I think it was called I Am Weasel. And then there was a baboon who went IR Baboon.
Do you wear wigs?
Yeah. This is a wig. Oh. I put it on every day and it looks very natural.
We need to get a wig.
Do you wear wigs?
No.
Oh.
People ask me that like a lot.
On TikTok?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a thing. They ask me the same thing.
I was going to be like...
Yeah, it's a lot of live streams. I've been in other people's lives where they're like, nice wig.
There's some weird things that TikTok does.
Yeah.
Like, there's some really weird things that TikTok does. Like, the whole, like, we love a short king. I don't know where that started. But people will come in and then... I think it's just, like, something to get a reaction to, like, people that don't know what's going on.
Probably.
But, like, I've had people say, like, nice wig... we love a short king. There's a bunch of them, but it's just like random shit, and I don't understand what the draw is to it. Maybe I'm just too old, dude.
It happens.
Getting old?
Yeah.
I don't like it.
It does happen from time to time. We get older.
If you could go back to being a kid, would you?
No.
No?
Well, maybe. I don't know. Like, define that. Just go back and do it all over again the same way? Go back and do it again with the same knowledge that you have now? I mean...
That's a good question.
Yeah, because, I mean...
Well, I mean, obviously, if you go back with the knowledge you have now, everything's going to change.
Right. So then, yes.
Nice. I don't know, man.
I mean, or the other thing is, do you go back in time, not with the knowledge that you have now, but spend a few days or years or whatever it is, and then come back with that knowledge of going back to visit a second time? You know what I'm saying?
You mean like...
So like if
like living a flashback?
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
If you could live a flashback of your childhood, what would it be?
On a serious note, probably like visiting my grandparents.
Yeah.
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 Like some of the best times I had there or something, you know?
I routinely, like looking back on my childhood, I routinely go back to like specific days, not really like times, like time periods.
See, and I've got memory problems.
Yeah. I was just going to say, like, I think I go back to like specific days because those are the ones that I remember.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I don't know why, but like we've talked about this before. I don't know on the podcast, but we've talked about it before where I have a problem remembering
Like
high school,
long-term memories.
Yeah, like high school, middle school. Like there's a lot of things that like somebody might say or do something that might trigger a memory, but it's like I was talking about earlier, people will come into my live streams and they'll be like, "Hey, don't you remember me? We hung out." And I'm like, I don't even recognize your name. Like, who are you? No, I don't. I'm sorry. Like I have no idea who you are. And they're like, "We've hung out so many times." And I'm like,
damn, dude, you're over here making people feel bad.
I don't mean to, but it's like, I feel like especially with like what we do nowadays, there's so many people coming in and out of our lives that it's like, I just feel like it eats up memory space in your brain. You know what I mean? And you're just like, I don't remember, dude. Like,
we need to swap out Bokuwahyde's hard drive,
my RAM,
for a SSD.
Yeah, dude. My life before, or I guess high school and before, it seems like a totally different life.
Yeah,
it seems like a completely different life, because after I got out of high school, I started doing the music thing. And then I started working or whatever. Then I got really seriously like involved in traveling to Hollywood and doing all that stuff. And that period of my life seems like a break.
Yeah.
Like it seems like that's where my new life started.
Like separated.
Mm-hmm. Like it seems completely different from what my life was before all that. And that was like 2012, let's call it 2011, 2012.
Mm-hmm.
That is a period of my life where I start remembering more things than before that. But like I don't remember high school stuff. People like I don't remember high school.
I don't remember high school very much either. And I think most of it for me is because I didn't really enjoy high school that much. I was a super quiet kid. Like I remember stuff outside of school, like hanging out with certain friends. I remember like periods of time where I would like go party and like hang out with buddies and stuff. Yeah. But I don't remember a vast majority of high school and prior to that. Because I wasn't having a good time, dude. I just straight up wasn't having a good time, bro.
Yeah. See, and I didn't not have a good time. It's not like high school was like bad to me, but it just seems so different, like a different life.
I just don't really have very many fond memories of that period of my life.
I mean, of course, obviously, I'm not saying I don't remember anything. You know what I mean? There's obviously some stuff I remember.
Dude's brain dead.
But yeah, it's wild, dude. It's amazing to me how many people come to me and they're like, "Don't you remember?" And I'm like, not a clue, dude. Like, not even kind of do I remember that.
It's really interesting to me because the impact that you have on like other people, like something that's just like stupid and trivial to you could have had like a massive like world changing effect on somebody else, And it's crazy to me. Like when I was in the military, I know I talk about this a lot, but when I was in the military, I would have like these very superficial interactions with people, but they would remember that stuff, and it impacted them in like a massive way in their military career and stuff like that. Like I was the inspiration for a couple of dudes to like stay in for a really fucking long time. Sorry, by the way.
My bad, G.
Yeah, but it's interesting how different situations affect people completely differently.
Yeah.
You think that you're a sex icon?
Do I think I'm a sex icon? No, I don't.
You don't think you're a sex icon?
Do you think I'm a sex icon? Why do you think that?
First of all,
the closest thing to a sex icon I've ever been is sat at the same table as Ron Jeremy.
You sat at the same table as Ron Jeremy?
I had dinner, like sitting with Ron Jeremy. Like we were at the same table eating.
Did he like ask you to hold it? He just like laid it on your lap? And was
no,
like,
he actually he leaves it on the table.
Right up on top.
They set the plates around.
He's got a little doily underneath.
Yeah.
Oh so my god,
that's
dude!
The closest thing to
how did you end up at the same table as Ron Jeremy?
So after a Steel Panther show one day, we went.
Enough said.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Yeah, that's it.
That makes sense.
Yeah, we were all hanging out, and then our group and Steel Panther, the guys from Steel. Actually, I don't think it was all of the guys from Steel Panther. I think it was Lexi Fox and Michael Starr.
Mm-hmm.
Those two, me, and then the group of people we were with, we went over to the Rainbow Room, which was right next to where Steel Panther had a residency. So we were sitting there, and Ron Jeremy was there, and they knew each other, and then he was like, "Oh, come on over here." And they just had this big table, and we all just sat down. I mean, I was 2 people away from him.
That's wild.
Yeah,
That's wild.
So
He's not a very good-looking dude. Like
you know what, man?
I mean, he made his money. He
Yeah.
did his thing.
Yes, he did.
Good for him.
Yeah. So no, to answer your question,
No,
I think
I don't
that's
know, dude.
I think that's a sex icon.
However,
Okay.
sex icons
Mm-hmm.
falling into the same like world, like you somehow getting into the same circle as him, kind of
Like by association.
yeah.
What do you guys think? Comment below. Does
It
that make
rubs
this,
off on you.
Does that make me a sex icon because I sat at the same table as Ron Jeremy?
It rubs off on you.
Wow. Nothing rubbed off on me that night.
Well, that's good.
So
Especially not Ron Jeremy.
no.
Did you
definitely
rub
not.
off on Rob Jeremy?
I did not. I did
Rob
not.
Jeremy?
Rob Jeremy.
Yeah, that's Ron Jeremy's younger brother.
Yeah.
Lesser well-known sex
Lesser
icon.
well-known, yeah. Yeah, he did stuff that was just only VHS.
He never made it to
Never
digital.
never hit the internet.
Jesus Christ, dude. I couldn't fucking imagine. I couldn't imagine being him.
Ron Jeremy?
Yeah.
Mm.
Or Ron or Rob.
Rob. Yeah, Rob.
I couldn't imagine being either one of those guys.
What about Jerry? Could you imagine being
Jerry Jeremy or Jerry?
Jerry.
I don't know that I'd want to be Jerry. Fuck you, Jerry. You swore. You made a curse.
No, I did that.
No, I saw you mouth it. We're gonna need to roll that back. Play it again.
Fuck you, Jerry.
He made a swear word, people.
I'm just trying to stay on your level.
You'll never get on this level.
No.
I swear way too much for you to get on my level.
Yeah.
Did you ever do a swear jar
What is that?
where if you swear, you
Obviously
have to put money
not.
into it?
Yeah.
I mean, that jar would be very empty.
Yeah.
Whatever.
It would have been good for you.
I had a swear jar, but it was like quarters and stuff
Mm.
when I was a kid, and there wasn't a whole lot of money in there, but it's whatever. And then
I need to know why you asked me that, though.
because we were talking about cussing, we were talking about swearing.
No. I'm going back. You got me all flustered now.
A swear?
No,
a
the
swear
sex
jar?
icon. Where did that come from?
Oh, I was just thinking about when we talked about.
I like how I look behind you. I was just talking about what.
We're gonna need to put up a graph, some sort of chart.
We should have a PowerPoint right here.
I was just thinking about back when we talked about this topic right here.
We'll put a third camera and it's a PowerPoint camera.
Yeah, Jerry, put it up on the
Yeah.
big screen.
Come on, Jerry. Get it together.
Dude, Jerry is fucking just
Listen,
lackadaisical fucking around over here, Jerry.
laxative something.
He's gonna get fired.
Yeah, why is he doing laxatives?
Lackadaisical. Laxative.
Insert the definition right here.
Lackadaisical. No, I was just curious.
It was an interesting question.
But also because your videos seem to do a lot better when you talk about sex.
dude, that video right now is sitting at like 400 and something thousand.
And all we
views.
did was talk about his sexual health.
417.
Speaking of that clip,
Okay.
apparently people thought that I was drawing attention to the fact that I thought it was odd that he gets checked up.
Yeah.
Or like trying to say that that's weird.
Yeah.
That's not at all what I was going for. I've been in serious relationships the majority of my adult life, so there hasn't been much need for me to do that. So for me, that was not something that I've been checked up, if that's what people are worried about. I know I'm clean.
I don't know. They were talking about how basically you were showing
Or
that,
shaming you for...
No. Basically that you were well, somebody had said something like, well, you know, we know most guys don't get checked up and this proves it kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like why would he be so shocked that he's getting checked up and making it seem like that kind of that's what was kind of
Yeah, it was more so just double checking that he wasn't going there because he thought he might have something.
Right.
Like, did it hurt when you were peeing? Is that why you went? Like that sort of thing.
Is that what that means?
What, if it burns when you pee?
Yeah.
It's not good. I'll be right back. He's gonna go see the virgins only sex doctor.
Get some of that chafing cream.
Yeah.
Chevy chafe.
The Chevy chafe. No, but that's what I was alluding to, is that it wasn't just like a typical checkup.
No.
That maybe it burned when you pee.
Nope. Never.
Are you okay?
I was gonna say never. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah. Do you think you're a sex icon?
No.
God?
No.
Goddess?
No.
Okay.
I don't know. How long does somebody have to last in order to be considered a sex god?
Well, let's see. The average man is about 23 seconds. I'd say about 30. So you might be pretty close.
Like 15 seconds shy.
Yeah.
I gotta work on that. Nah, dog. Nope.
I think it depends on how many Oreos. There's got to be a certain level to reach God status, ultra instinct
There's only
status.
No, never mind.
No, let's go.
Nope.
Why?
There's only one person I've ever kept track of that with.
Okay. Yeah, nope. Moving on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't view myself as a sex icon. I try to. Somebody actually brought something up similar to that topic about how a lot of my content on TikTok is like thirst traps.
Okay.
And I really, really try not to be like a cringy thirst trap. But I feel like it's almost like hand in hand when you're doing vampire content. Because vampires are like...
I mean, I don't really do much of it. Thirst trap? Like what?
You've had...
I'm not saying I haven't done any, but like, I don't have like much of that.
No, you don't have a lot of it. But
I mean, it works for you.
You've done some.
Well, I'm not saying I haven't. Yeah, I've done some for sure. But I'm not saying like that's...
I love your thirst trap stuff because I don't see you that way.
Yeah.
And so I'm like watching it and I'm like, okay. I still like the video because, support your homies.
Right.
And I'll give you a kiss on the head goodnight, but...
Which you've definitely done. More than once. Yeah.
Gotta give your homies love, dog.
Yeah. It's good stuff.
Don't look at me like that, Draven. Those kisses aren't meant for you. As he makes those mouth noises you were just complaining about.
Dude.
Oh, Draven. And then side-eyes you.
Yeah, he's probably got to go potty. He's always got to go potty.
Such a weirdo, dude. We always get on the topic of your dog.
I was just going to say, I like how we always get on the conversation.
Well, he's right here. He's always here. Because he's your dog. Dude. He just rolled his fucking eyes at you when you snapped your fingers at him.
Draven, come here.
He's like, I'm already here, dude.
Come here. He's like, come here where? I'm here.
He's like, I'm not moving.
He's like, I'm not moving until you take me potty.
Oh, Draven. I think we got ghosts, dude.
It happens when the front lights are not on.
I'm pretty sure we have ghosts.
Yeah.
When was this house built? 1700s?
By General Custer.
Yeah. My dad built this house with his bare hands. Yeah. Well, your dad's a liar.
What was that from?
I think that was oh my god. Is it Big Daddy?
Could have been.
No. The one where he comes into like a whole bunch of money.
Oh, Mr. Deeds.
Yeah, Mr. Deeds.
Yeah.
Because they go to something. It's like some stupid elongated name. See, and you were just talking about fucking brain power. But she like makes up a city name and he takes her there in his helicopter. And then she's like, he finds the house that she described, like a big red door and a tire swing in the front. And he takes her there and she like walks in and she's like, hi, I grew up in this house. And then she's like giving him a tour.
Let's see, built in 1825 by General Custer. You remember that? For Step Brothers?
Yeah.
He was like, this house was built in 1825 by General Custer.
My favorite part of Step Brothers is when they're trying to keep people from buying the house.
Oh, yeah. And they dress up like the Nazi and the ghost and the dude that died from, was it asbestos?
He's like wrapped up in a shower curtain.
So
There's asbestos everywhere.
That movie is so fantastic.
I fucking love that movie.
I heard that they're gonna make a second one.
I feel like it's not gonna be as good.
Well, of course, but
It's one of those things like when you try to like, if you don't plan on making multiple movies, I feel like it just becomes like forced. You know, like they're trying to live up to the comedy of the first movie.
yeah.
And then it's just like, because it wasn't planned out. It's not like they were like, hey, we're going to make 3 of these movies. These are the storylines. This is how they link together. Now they're going to have to try to come up with something that's going to fall in line with what happened in the first movie. And
I mean, but they did it with like Anchorman, and they did it with.
But look at Anchorman.
Yeah.
The second one wasn't
No.
anywhere near as good as the first one. And I think people also have like high hopes, you know, because the first one of the 2 was so good.
Well.
Yep. Well.
What was that? I thought you were about to like toot.
You thought I was gonna fart?
Yeah, well, yeah, you went.
Yeah, because you're fucking staring at me all weird, dude.
I looked over.
Look,
and
we
you were
just had
already
this
doing
conversation. If you were a sex icon, you said no. So don't turn those alluring eyes to me, okay? Don't make eyes at me. Just bat those big fucking
it. Bedroom eyes. You bat those really well.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Because I have eyelashes.
Yeah. Yep. Vampires. Vampires. Sex.
Yeah.
They're good at it. Because they bat their eyes. I don't know. I was trying to formulate some sort of dad joke.
I mean, I've never had complaints, but I wouldn't go as far as
that
to
one
say,
time.
well, you complained.
I was trying not to look at you that time.
Whatever, dude.
Well, vampires, sex. That's just it.
Somebody asked me which fictional vampire character I like identified with the most.
Mm-hmm.
What was your answer?
None.
You don't?
I don't.
Because you're just your own person?
I'm
You're
my
just
own.
that
I'm my
fantastic?
own snowflake.
You're just that fantastic?
I
Is that a Ray Dunn cup?
what? Yep.
It is.
Yep.
You can tell because it looks like it's not quite
I've never even heard that name.
formed. That shit will get you killed at, what is it, Home Goods, wherever they fucking sell those cups.
Why?
People get into fist fights over those cups, and that creator, like Ray Dunn. I'm dead serious, dude. I went there.
Ray done messed up then.
Yeah. Or figured it out. Because they're supposed to look like they're one-offs, like they're intentionally
Like each
imperfect.
piece is unique.
Yeah, they're intentionally imperfect.
Gotcha.
But I guarantee you, those are not handcrafted anymore
Probably not.
because there's
Mass produced.
so many of them.
Yeah. I mean, it's cool. It was a gift.
But yeah, you'll have people like load up at the front of the store waiting to get in there, like hours before the store opens when they know that like the Halloween collection is dropping.
Yeah.
Then they go in there and they like buy all of them and then they resell them on Facebook for like 3 times the amount because nobody can find them because they bought them all.
Damn. So yeah, that's that.
Yep. It's a Ray Dunn cup.
Sure is. Look at this guy just looking at me.
Don't ask me why I know that. I'll tell you exactly why I know that.
Okay.
Heaven.
Oh.
She likes those cups.
Oh.
I broke one of them on accident.
You got grounded? Spanked?
Not really.
Okay.
Not into the spankings. I'm not into receiving them.
Yeah.
Even Draven's looking over there. He's like, okay. Oh, Draven. I wonder why his eye does that.
What?
Because he's not the only dog that I've noticed that. Like how on like,
Red.
well, it's almost like brown, like the
Oh, yeah. Hey, come here.
the sclera of his eye.
Eye brown, lay down. Good boy. Stay. Go to
Such a
sleep.
nerd, dude. Yeah, go to bed, dude. He's like, all right. He's the chillest dog I've ever
He's
met.
super chill.
He's just like,
Yeah. Until you get a soccer ball out, then he's like.
he reminds me of like if a grandpa was a dog.
He kind of is a grandpa.
Yeah.
No, he's not that old yet.
He's not that old, but he has that temperament.
Yeah. He's like in his 50s.
A lot like you.
Just super chill.
50s.
50s. Okay. Yeah. I did the math on it. I did the dog ears thing.
He's like 50.
Something, yeah. Alexa, how old would I 50? Oh, man, never mind.
Wow.
Alexa.
Don't worry about it.
Alexa, stop. Alexa, how old would a dog be in human years if the dog was 7 years old?
According to an Alexa Answers contributor, the American Veterinary Medical Association breaks it down like this. 15 human years equals the first year of a medium-sized dog's life. Year 2 for a dog equals about 9 years for a human. And after that, each human year would be approximately 5 years for a dog.
I didn't answer our question.
So 15,
15,
9,
and then 5.
So 15 and
times.
9 would be 24?
Yeah.
Yes. And then 5 after that. So 24.
29. 34. Are you going to make me do this?
That's not 34. That's 33.
33.
38.
38. I'm not good at math, dude. I hate this. Stop. Stop it.
So he would be about like 47.
Yeah,
Pushing
almost
50s.
50.
Yeah.
Poor guy. He already went through his midlife crisis.
I like how concerned you looked that I was going to
I don't like that, dude. I don't like that. I fucking hate math.
Yeah, me too.
I hate math. And I had, back to Matt's childhood,
Okay.
my 3rd grade teacher, her name was Miss Fitzpatrick.
It would have been cool if she was just named Misfits.
Misfits. Misfits?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Her name was Miss Fitzpatrick, and she was the meanest old lady that I had ever come in contact with up until that point in my
In
life.
all of my 8 years.
Yeah. Dude, she was so fucking mean. She was just crotchety as fuck, dude. Just, oh man, she was mean, dude. But that's when I was supposed to be learning like multiplication and division and like the basics of math.
Yeah.
And I hated her so much that I just could not focus and pay attention. And so I just I zoned out. And from that point forward, my math skills were bare minimum. Like calculator for everything. I hate it. I fucking hate math. It makes me so uncomfortable because it makes me like remember
Misfits.
Miss Fitzpatrick. She looked like if you put a Eddie Munson, like a white Eddie Munson wig on the Crypt Keeper. She was so fucking mean
So
and
like-
so old.
So like Beethoven, dead.
Yeah. She was so mean, dude. Oh my God. I'm fucking sweating, dude. This is like, I'm having a physical reaction to remembering this lady.
Like a white powdered wig.
Yeah. And she was mean as fuck.
Just mean as a hornet. Huh?
I think a hornet would be scared of this lady. The hornet would fly by and be like, oh, nope. Shit.
math. No.
Ah, fuck. I'm going the other way. Don't mind me. Yeah, dude. I don't like it.
No, I see that.
I don't like it. I'm going to have to reapply my deodorant after this. Fucking sweating.
Take a break for you.
Yeah. No, I'm good. Did you have any mean teachers when you were a kid?
Not that I remember.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah,
forgot.
I-
Fucking
Actually,
blacked
I
out.
had a teacher that you just said. See, that's what I was talking about.
Mm.
Like something triggered it, and I remembered. I had a teacher who, funny enough, was one of my dad's teachers when he was a kid. Yeah, so
God damn.
yeah, and she was my 6th grade teacher, and her name was Miss Lyman Fry. And,
Lemon fry.
Yeah, and she was like known throughout the school to be like
Mean.
the meanest teacher in that entire
Probably
school.
because she's fucking
99 years old.
she just hates the world. She's like, I lived through the
I
depression.
don't remember. I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was my dad being a student of hers, so we connected. She was nice to me. Like in the beginning, she wasn't. In the beginning, she was mean to like everybody, and then we became like cool. You know. Like,
Did you have a mean teacher when you were growing up? Actually, I had a teacher who was mean to everybody but loved me.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Yeah. And then I had another teacher who didn't like me because she thought that I was just a kiss ass, but I wasn't. I was just being mean. When she realized that was just my personality, we became really, really close too. That was like 8th grade. But yeah, I remember her like not liking me because she thought I was like some suck up kid, and I was just like, no, I'm just nice. I didn't really have a
You were
reason.
the kid that had sex with one of your teachers in high school, huh?
No. After high school.
You sure?
After high school.
Really?
Cosmetology school.
Oh, that doesn't count.
I
I'm talking
mean,
high school.
Yeah, no, that's not what I said after.
Did you have any kids? Any
No.
dudes that had sex with any other teachers at the school?
Did I know anybody?
Yeah.
No.
I feel like that's a fairly common thing in high schools.
No.
There's a lot of wacky teachers out there.
I feel like, well, I guess not that makes any difference, but I was going to say, I feel like most of the teachers that I had were all male. So, I mean, I knew.
So you didn't have sex with any of them?
No, definitely not. I knew a girl who slept with a teacher.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
That's interesting. It's also, speaking about that, it's also interesting how there's a double standard for that. Like if a girl sleeps with a teacher, it's like, obviously it's really bad. Obviously, like the girl is underage, so the teacher should be disciplined.
Right.
But like when a dude sleeps with a teacher, it's different.
Is it?
I mean, I don't think it's different. I actually did a TikTok on this. There was a lady that was doing like those thirst trap videos, like your son brings his hot football friends over, and she walks in.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, that's
Yeah.
that's not creepy to anybody
Yeah,
else.
it's
Like
weird. Yeah.
that's not like come
Yeah.
on. But I did a couple of TikTok videos about that a while back, about how it's creepy no matter what. Like when you're preying on people that are that much younger than you, it's fucking.
It's like go to a bar.
It's what?
Go to a bar.
Oh yeah.
How hard is it? Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You know how long it's been since I've tried to pick somebody up in a bar, or in general.
I mean, yeah, that's not like my kind of place.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never
He
gone.
doesn't smoke, doesn't drink, and he
Yeah.
goes to a bar.
No, I've never. The only times I've ever been to a bar are if we played at one,
Mm-hmm.
or like if one of my buddies for some reason was going there and I went with them. But like,
Like me.
oh yeah,
I took you to a couple bars.
But
The speakeasies were definitely your vibe. I feel like you got into those with like the mocktails and
I mean,
stuff.
I wouldn't say they were my vibe, but it was like an experience.
Brooklyn's was pretty cool.
Yeah, like I mean, it's not somewhere I'm like, oh my god, I really need to go back.
Well,
Yeah, but I mean,
obviously, I don't think I've ever stepped foot in a bar where I was like, oh my god, dude, I have to do this again.
yeah,
You
I'm
know?
not. That's just not really my scene. Generally, like I'm not attracted to drunk people in any capacity. So like,
So that's where our love life died out,
yeah. Yeah, right. You don't even hardly drink anymore,
dude.
except the other night.
I
Like,
drink on
it's like-
stream sometimes,
Yeah, it's
but
like
like
few and far between.
yeah. I don't know, man. I enjoy beer. I really enjoy beer.
Yeah.
I like the taste. I like the flavor. I like to just sit there and enjoy it. And there are whiskeys that I really enjoy, but I haven't started drinking with the intention of getting drunk in a very, very long time.
Yeah, I don't know. I've just never had any interest in it. And a lot of people ask me all the time, well, why don't you drink? You know, it's like, fucking what happened?
Yeah, I've noticed that too.
Yeah.
Like everybody automatically assumes that you had like some life-changing experience with drinking.
Or like I went to AA, like
Ruined your fucking life.
Like, dude, I just never drank. I've never found
Yeah.
any. First of all, I have enough trouble affording the things that I want and need now. So why am I going to spend?
Alcohol can get expensive.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, so
One thing I don't know that I'll ever like officially like stop drinking completely,
yeah,
but I definitely have like cut back
yeah,
severely. But one thing that I will always and forever do, and it's the same thing with Rubens, if I go somewhere and they have a Bloody Mary on the menu, I have to try it.
Yeah.
Because I personally, I know you wouldn't know this because you don't drink them, but I personally think that I make one of the best Bloody Marys that I've ever had. And so I go to other places to see if I think theirs is better. And usually it's not.
You know, you said Reuben's, and now I'm really hungry.
Go get food after this.
We should.
We should.
I'm dieting. I'm dieting.
You're dieting?
I am, 100%.
Is that why we had
vegan food yesterday?
vegan food yesterday?
Not a vegan, but we tried vegan food. It was good.
It wasn't bad.
And I had leftover of that today. That's why I'm like, last night I was starving to death.
I had a bowl of cereal this morning.
There you go. See, and
by this morning, I mean 3 o'clock.
And I wasn't even going to touch that. I thought about that when I got up today too. I was like, oh, bowl of cereal. But I was like, okay, I'm trying not to do dairy. I'm trying not to do.
Really?
Yeah, I'm going to try to like just
because it's high in fat or what?
I'm just going to try to cut out a lot of that stuff for a little while. Just try to lose the weight. You know what I mean? And just cut back down to where I'm trying to get.
See, now, if I would eat what we had for dinner again.
Yeah.
However, I would cook some ground beef on the side and put it in there.
See, but that's like, and that's fine, but that's bringing in like the high, like the red.
Oh, I know.
The red meat and stuff like that.
See, I don't care about that.
Well,
which is why I said I put it on the side so that you guys didn't have to eat it.
I generally don't eat a lot of red meat. I love it. Like, dude, I love a good steak, but I just don't crave steak.
Oh, I do.
You know what I mean? Like,
I do. I'll be sitting in my room and I'll be like, oh, dude.
I've eaten more steak since you've been around than I've eaten in years.
It's because I cook steaks.
Well, I'm just saying, like, it's just not something I've ever. I will do, like, if I'm cooking,
I can stop cooking you steak.
I'm not, well.
I can stop making you steak.
I'm not saying.
We should need to switch over to, like, chicken and salmon.
Yeah.
Salmon is
so expensive, though.
It's so good, though.
It's so good. I love it. But
if you buy it in, like, a whole side, though, it's not bad.
So this is what we're going to do right here. So whenever this podcast comes out, if you guys are watching this, hit my Cash App, and I'll buy Matt some salmon, and I will make him some salmon.
Yeah. And then I'll make you salmon, and then we can compare notes. I haven't really seen you cook a whole lot.
I tend to cook a lot more when you're not here. I don't know why.
All right.
Yeah. When I feel like when you're here, we eat out a lot more.
I never. What?
What do you mean? What?
When was the last time that we ate out?
When was
Fast food.
When was the last time we even ate? Okay, well, pizza the night before that.
That wasn't on me.
I'm not saying it was on you, but I'm just saying like that's what we ate. Because we're always like, you're like, what do you want to go eat? And then like every day we get up and it's like, what do you want to eat? And we go wings or burgers or right. Unless you have cereal. Here. If you have cereal here, then we don't go eat.
Listen here. I'm just trying to be considerate, and I want you to be a part of what I'm doing because I don't want to get up and be like, all right, man, I'll be right back, and then go somewhere and go get food and then come home and have you be like, you didn't ask me to go?
Oh, no.
You didn't take me with you.
And I appreciate that. I'm just saying. Yeah. When you say you don't see me cook a lot, it's because like usually it's when I'm home by myself. Yeah. I'll be like, all right, I'm just going to go grab some stuff and I'll just cook something because I'm here by myself, eating them for myself. Yeah. But to be fair, didn't I ask you the other day if you wanted to start meal prepping stuff?
Yeah.
And?
I don't.
Okay, well. See,
I don't like meal prepping because it doesn't seem to matter how you make it or what you make, putting it into Tupperware and then putting that into the fridge. It doesn't ever seem to like be as good. So like you pull it out, you heat it up and then you eat it. But because you're heating up chicken that was cooked 2, 3, 4 days ago.
Yeah, I'm not arguing with that. I just feel like I feel like we eat a lot of like pizza and stuff like that because it's easy. Like, because we're streaming. We get up. My days are pretty routine. I get up. I go run whatever errands I need to. I eat. I come home. I get ready to stream. Yeah. And I'm streaming. And that's my night. That's the whole day.
Yeah.
And then I eat when I get off stream. So it's like.
So we just need to buy a bunch of chicken, put it in the freezer.
That's fine.
And then remember to thaw it.
Yeah. And not let it rot.
Yeah.
Because that's what we do. We don't.
Yeah.
We don't cook.
It's also like chicken breasts. Like if we get like the, what is it? Like the fucking fillets.
Fillets. Okay.
You know? Because then that's easier to cook than the whole fucking chicken breast. But
yeah.
I feel like You get more, obviously more meat,
Yeah.
and it's cheaper because people don't want to fucking slice them up.
But I feel like every day it's like we get up, we grab something to eat real quick, and then we get to work, and then we work until we don't work, and then I go to bed.
Yeah.
And like, or I try to, and
It's not so bad.
it's not bad. I'm just saying that like if we had a little bit more time for that kind of stuff.
Gotta make money, homie.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's
Gotta
why
make
I'm like,
money.
these podcasts are going to be great for us.
Gotta make that dough.
So, oh, money. Fun stuff.
What's your favorite bread?
Bread?
Yeah. I'm trying to cut it out because you're on a
Making
diet.
that bread. What?
You're trying to cut it out because you're on a diet.
That doesn't mean I don't have a favorite bread. I don't know what my favorite bread is, though. French bread? French bread's really good.
French bread is really good. Mine's potato bread.
Oh, that's really good, too, actually. Yeah, that's really, really good.
I love
Potato bread with, like, honey on it.
Mm-hmm.
That's really, really good.
Peanut butter and jelly sandwiches on potato bread or
Yes.
chef's kiss.
I
Delectable.
want to find a place that does, like, I don't even know what I mean by this, but, like, gourmet peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
Gourmet peanut
Like,
butter and jelly sandwiches?
Yeah, like high-end, fancy peanut butter, like the best peanut butter and jelly sandwich. you've
That would
ever
be
had in your life.
interesting.
I know. I've always
You know
thought
what,
about
dude,
that.
speaking of peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, you know what idea just popped into my head?
Having
A
peanut butter and
deep
jelly.
fried
Oh,
peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Like, I
That-
know he's
that
on a
sounds-
diet.
that sounds
Not-
great, though.
It sounds really fucking good. I'm talking like you deep fry it and then you treat it like a funnel cake. You put some powdered sugar on the top, maybe a little drizzle of chocolate syrup. Oh,
Dude, that sounds
that's
hella
carnival food right
That
there,
sounds
baby.
good.
If that isn't a thing yet, it should be.
Yeah.
It definitely should be. That sounds really good.
good. That sounds really good.
You put it on a stick.
Hot dog on a stick?
Hot dog on a stick.
Jalapeno on a stick?
Peanut butter and jelly sandwich on a stick.
Jose jalapeno on a stick? We would need a deep fryer.
Oh, I'm not talking. I don't want to make this.
Oh, yeah, me either. Terrible idea.
Yeah, we can go somewhere. And get it. We can go out to eat somewhere and have it made.
I'm
I
supposed to
feel
be
like
getting...
we eat out so much more when you're here. Why?
I'm supposed to get a... yeah, I know. It's like, we can make it. No, I don't want to do that. Let's just go get one. Case in point.
Oh, fucking hell.
I'm supposed to get an air fryer. Would it be good air fried?
Dude, air fryers.
peanut butter and jelly air fried sandwich.
Air fryers make things very easy. So do like they have air fryers that are like convection.
Put you in an air fryer.
What?
Hmm?
What?
So it makes things really easy. So I'm gonna put you in an air fryer.
Take me out to dinner first.
Out
yeah.
to dinner.
Yeah. See?
Just
Spend money on me.
proving my point.
They have air fryers that are in like the setup of a convection oven.
Okay.
So instead of it being like a normal air fryer with like the bucket or whatever that snaps in there,
Yeah.
it's got a door with trays, so it makes it easier to clean.
I've never used one.
They're
Abel?
life-changing.
Abel's supposed to bring me one.
Life-changing.
Abel?
Life-changing. It makes the cooking process like so much faster. I don't know how it works. I don't know why it works.
It fries the air?
Obviously. But it like makes it like crispy.
Yes.
So like if it's just heat, like in an oven, it takes like a long time for it to get like crispy.
I just
right?
realized I have a problem.
What's your problem?
I like eating. And I feel like every time we have a podcast or that I'm streaming, I'm
We
like,
start talking about food.
food. It's always food with me. I love food, dude. I love food. I love food.
I love
And
food.
the more you talk about food, the more I'm like, oh, that sounds good. Oh,
Did
that
you
sounds good.
know
I want a donut.
there is a chemical release in your brain when you eat something that tastes good?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have
Dopamine.
a dopamine surge when you eat good food, which I'm all about the dopamine.
It's pretty dope.
It is pretty dope. Dopamine
know what I mean?
is dope. Dopamine is the dopest, the sickest, the realest. What are you doing?
So,
Uh-oh.
did you know
Fuck!
the record for the most Oreos in an hour is 134? So I wasn't off by that much, only about 100.
I wasn't off by that many. Just like 4 times.
But I mean, I had a couple of numbers pretty damn close. So
how I would like to know how they set that up in order to be sure that it was that many.
I don't know, but I now have a record I need to break.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not a sex icon. I'm just going to go for the world record of Oreos.
I would be an icon at that point.
Speaking of which, this is our podcast. You can say orgasms.
But I like saying Oreos.
He's hoping TikTok doesn't cancel us when I clip this.
Yeah.
I'm not a sex icon. I'm just going to have the world record.
In 1 hour, 134. So I need to go for 135.
Was that
fake? I don't know.
No, that's not what I was saying.
Okay.
Was that with a partner or was that self-induced?
I don't know, actually, to be honest with you.
You didn't read that far in the article?
No. It just said, did you know?
134.
That was a high did you know fact.
It would also be interesting to see if it was mechanically induced. Like if there was a toy involved.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that would obviously be a lot less like physically demanding. And then at what point do you get to where you're just like overly sensitive and you're just like, I'm done with this. I don't want to do this anymore.
I thought it was 31. I had to call for a wheelchair. It's like, are you gonna be able to make it down those stairs? I'll get you a wheelchair.
Oh my god, you look like you've been shrink wrapped and just
straight spaghetti legs.
Jesus Christ!
I don't think. Nope.
So you had 31.
No.
I was gonna say
I might have had one. No, I mean, I don't know about you, but one and done. Like, you don't do more than that. You got nothing left in the tank.
How'd you fit 31 into like 2.5 minutes?
Oh, I was like 2.5 minutes. What are you talking about? Gotcha. Yeah. Well,
one and done, dude.
Worked hard. Yeah.
You got calluses on your fingertips?
No.
A little friction.
My fingers are so soft. I didn't use my fingers.
Got them soft hands.
That's right.
Probably because he hasn't worked a hard day in his life.
Oh.
Like that dude in fucking Pennsylvania.
Oh, yeah.
Getting all mad. You make that much money? Fucking doing shit on the internet? I work for my money.
Yeah. I was like, I work for my money too. I just work smarter for my money.
Just do it differently.
Yeah. I was like,
he was so upset.
Yeah. I was like, you work hard. I work smarter, not harder. That's what it is. That's what I told him.
The fuck are you doing going to Conemaugh? Who the hell comes here for Conemaugh?
It's like, look,
we
man.
did.
It's like, I made choices with my life to put me where I'm at. You made choices to put you where you're at.
And I would imagine.
You can't be mad at me for that.
He was talking about how he owns like a construction company. I would guarantee you he makes a lot more money than you do.
I don't recall him saying that he owned the construction company. I recall him saying he worked for a construction company.
I thought he said he owned it.
No. I don't recall him saying owned. That's why he was kind of butthurt.
Maybe he owned the bar.
That's what you were
like his
saying.
family's bar.
That's what you were saying last time.
Because he was the dad of the bartender.
Right.
And the bartender told us that his family owned the bar.
Is that what he said?
Yeah.
I thought he was saying that he worked for the family that owned the bar. Like he worked, like he was friends with the family or something like that.
Maybe.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I don't know. He was buying drinks left and right, so I was going to let him
the other guy
keep talking.
Pretty positive was not a construction business owner. I'm pretty positive he was saying that he worked for a construction company.
I don't know. Maybe I got the whole thing.
And he was either way, he was pretty butthurt about it.
Yeah, he was pretty poopy.
Yeah.
He was pretty poopy.
And he just had to keep getting more and more drunk to deal with the fact that I don't hate my career.
I mean, it was funny too, though, because he just kept sitting there talking to us. So obviously, like, he was somewhat enjoying it.
He was making everybody else in the restaurant feel pretty
uncomfortable,
though. Yeah.
Well, I mean, that town had like what? 68 residents.
9 people.
Yeah.
All of them were at the bar.
All of the people in that town.
Including us. Yeah. No, it was very, very interesting time. We need to get back out on the road.
It was a good time, though.
Yeah, we need to get back out there.
I had fun.
So there's that.
So just keep spinning. I might might be breaking things.
Don't break things.
So what do you do for your money?
I own
Travel to Panama?
Yeah, I own a construction business.
Do you?
I construct, yeah,
What do you construct except?
world records.
There you go. There you go. Dude, why is this doing this now? It doesn't ever move, and now all of a sudden, it's moving.
Ghosts.
I told you!
The ghost of podcast past.
We have ghosts. I wouldn't be surprised.
I don't know. I don't really feel like there's like too many weird things that happen in this house. Except for the screams that come up from the drain in your bathroom.
Listen.
Help me! Help me!
Oh my God! It's better than hearing it come from the carpet.
Well, yeah, there's that.
To be fair, the carpet's coming up eventually.
Just use
But
it as
still.
your rag or what? Yikes. Oof.
Yeah,
Like, my fault, gang.
my fault, gang. Gang, gang.
Gang bang.
Can you keep it down, Draven? Jesus Christ.
He's the king of side-eye. I've never seen an animal that side-eyed as much as this dog.
He does side-eye quite a bit.
All the time. Mosquito.
Skeeto? Did you catch it?
Oh. I hit it, though. I felt it.
Mm.
Got close, but no cigar.
It's like me and those Oreos. I was right there.
Dude, you always get close to having an Oreo.
I was right there. So close.
What do you want?
He wants your love and affection, dude.
No.
Because he's your dog.
He wants to go outside. You need to go outside and go potty? Yeah. Can we finish this, though?
Dude.
We've only got a few minutes left.
Only a few minutes left.
Give us a few minutes. You know what, Satanus? Entertain them.
Whatever, dude. I was actually going to bring up the fact that our YouTube channel, well, Hyde's YouTube channel, rather, we've gained quite a few subscribers over the last couple of weeks, and it's going pretty well. It's growing. It's growing, and that's what we want to see. That's what we like. What are you doing? Wow, dude, you just completely changed the lighting in this entire area. Absolutely not. Such a trash person, dude. I wonder if that came into frame when you stood up. What? The fact that you're wearing basketball shorts with your Liberace shirt.
It better come into frame.
Only the comfiest. Only the comfiest.
Look, this is part of our business.
You would do perfectly fine as a news anchor, because I'm pretty sure that none of those guys wear pants.
And in today's news, I don't know.
Welcome to AOL Movie Phone.
Yeah. So we should talk about news.
News?
Yeah, give me something to talk about. Give me some news.
Like current events?
Yeah, give me a current event.
Trisha Paytas named her
I don't know who
daughter
that is.
Barbie.
I have no idea who that is.
She was on a podcast with a dude, and I don't really care for her a whole lot.
I don't think I've ever even heard the name.
But she named her daughter like
Northwest?
Barbie something.
Barbie doll?
I don't know. Look up Trisha Paytas. Hey Siri, what did Trisha Paytas name her daughter?
Okay, I found this on the web for what does Trisha Paytas name her daughter. Check it out.
Malibu Barbie Paytas.
Wow. Malibu Barbie, huh?
Malibu Barbie. I mean, that kid's not going to have a rough life with how much money her parents have, but
Come on in, Draven.
but still, like, that's a interesting name.
In today's news, NASA's DART spacecraft just smashed into an asteroid on purpose. Thank you for joining the news crew. My name is Hyde,
Why-
and this is Satanus, and have a good night,
Why
America.
would they fly what I can only assume is $1 million, like $1 million or $1 billion spacecraft directly into an asteroid?
Because they couldn't fly it directly into the sun. Because science. And there you have it. News.
Are we going to have a segment of the show where you do science experiments and explain them to us?
I actually would like to.
I would
We
like
talked
to
about that,
as
didn't
well.
we?
Yes, we did.
Yes, okay.
I would like to do that. I think that would be fucking amazing.
I think comment below if you guys want news and science.
Or just science. If you guys want science with Hyde. And
I will wear a white lab coat and do science.
Yeah.
Should it be a different video though? Like not in the podcast? I think it should be a separate thing.
Well, yeah, it'll be a separate thing, but it'll go up on
Science with Hyde.
Science with Hyde.
I think that's a good idea.
And then I'll be there, and I will explain to you guys why it actually happens, and Hyde will tell us why he thinks it happens.
I think that's a good reason. Good idea.
Like, there you go.
I think
Words
we should
are
do
tough,
that.
dude.
I know.
Words are hard, bud.
I'm gonna put. You know what? You know what's going on our wish list right now? Lab coats,
Lab coats and science
stuff.
We need Erlenmeyer flasks. We need beakers. We need test tubes.
Isn't that the guy from?
We need Bunsen burners. We need things. we need science stuff. We need chemicals.
Chemicals, all the chemicals.
Liquids. Other science things.
If it's science, we need it.
We need it.
Send it to the P.O. box.
The P.O. box, speaking of P.O. box, I need to just get one.
Yeah.
I need to just get a P.O. box.
I mean, you don't have to, but it's kind of expensive. But I mean, you can. I was like, I already pay for it, so you might as well use mine. But you can.
Yeah, but I thought you said that they get like kind of picky about what they actually put in there because it's not my name on it.
Yeah, that can be an issue. Yes.
So I mean, it's still gonna get delivered to the post office.
Yeah.
When I go in there, they just won't give it to me, or they'll be like, "What are you doing?"
They might make me do it. I don't know. It depends. No, because even if sometimes when people send it to Bokuwahyde, they're like, "That's not you," and I'm like, "But it is," and they're like, "But it's not." I'm like, "But it is."
I mean, when I went in there, it's not like they just asked me my name. They didn't ask me for an ID or anything.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes it depends on who's working. Sometimes people don't care.
Sometimes people are just like take themselves way too serious.
Yeah. So
sometimes you take yourself too serious.
that's not true.
And then I have to smack you down a notch.
Thanks.
You're welcome. I got to bring you back down to earth.
What is that supposed to mean?
I don't know.
Okay. Like I got an ego or something?
Definitely not.
Oh.
Somebody told me recently that they thought that I would be a lot more like pretentious, like rude. And they were surprised that I wasn't like a complete fucking utter asshole.
A total knob?
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I don't. There it goes again. What did I say? Last episode, I said that every time we do a podcast, he fucks with his mic and breaks something, messes with it to the point where he has to fix it. And what did you just do?
Fixed it.
Because it was
not fixed. But now it is. Nerd.
Nerd.
What do you want to eat?
Food.
Should we go do that right now?
We can, yeah.
All right.
You guys, we love you.
Thanks for checking out episode
6,
which is one after
5,
and one before
7.
Sick.
And this one was
6
about
Liberace
and
my jacket, shirt,
and
deep fried peanut butter and jelly sandwiches,
you being a sex icon
and me
being
breaking a world record
by becoming a sex icon.
Yes, I want to become one. That's my new goal in life.
To become a
and
sex
you know
icon?
Me.
When you set your mind to something, you really do it.
Yeah.
134 though.
I don't. I have a problem with that. Like I have a problem with setting goals and like not achieving them. It's like I feel like a failure.
I thought you were going to be... I have such a huge problem of setting goals and meeting my expectations for myself.
No, I don't ever feel like I meet my expectations, like, or hit the goals anyways that I want to.
Yeah.
Even when I do, I still feel like I didn't. It sucks. It's kind of a curse. What do you always say? My what? My 100% is what?
Your 100%. No, your like 50% is most people's 100%.
I feel like that's pretty accurate.
Yeah. He just like he doesn't do anything half-assed. He whole-asses one thing at a time. Well, you whole-ass a couple of things at a time. But it's always like you always have like really big ideas for shit.
Yeah.
And
too big sometimes.
So far they haven't failed.
No.
So
we'll see you guys on episode 7.
Yeah, love you guys.